Hello?
Hi, Ash, it's me.
What is it?
I've just spoken to Brad.
Has he seen Victor?
No.
Oh, thank God you got to him in time. Where is he?
He didn't tell me where he was headed after he left me.
Well, now that he knows that Victor doesn't know he's Abby's father, it's got to take the edge off his anger, right?
I know that's what you're hoping.
Well, is he on his way home? How did he seem?
Well, he's devastated, naturally.
Well, doesn't he feel more secure about the whole thing now?
Well, actually,
Actually, what?
I didn't get a chance to tell him.
I need to see John.
Well, good evening to you too, Bradley.
Is he here?
No, he's not.
He left the office over an hour ago.
Yeah, so what?
So he doesn't have anything scheduled for tonight at Jabot.
Believe it or not, my dad actually has a life outside of Jabot.
Okay, fine. I'll call his cell phone.
Don't bother, he doesn't have it with him.
How do you know that?
Because after he left, I saw it there on the desk.
I really need to talk to him.
I take it this is about your daughter.
What do you know about that?
Well, I assumed it was about Colleen when you were so eager to see my old man.
All right, well, I suppose I can ask you what I was going to ask him. Would it be all right if Colleen stayed here for a couple of nights?
Why?
Because it would just be better if she weren't around the house right now.
I take it you and my sister need some time alone. Judging from your behavior here and Ashley's a little earlier, I guess it's not for a romantic interlude. What the hell is going on, Brad?
Wait a minute. Is this for real?
Yep. Brittany and I are staying in Genoa City. We're going to college here.
But what about your scholarship to Pemberton?
But GCU, it's like home, you know? There are a lot of advantages.
And maybe you can get a scholarship here, or a student loan.
Bro, worst case scenario, I have to pay for my first semester with my college fund. I'll work it out.
And you guys think we should all rent a place together?
I just happened to mention it'd be fun if we got the chance.
I started thinking about it, and I was like, why not go for it?
Believe me, Mac, I was as surprised as you are. These guys ran it by me right before you got here.
I know there have been times where we haven't all gotten along.
After everything we've been through, it just seems like we can all put that stuff behind us now.
Yeah, because it's such a great idea
Perfect solution.
for all of us.
Sharon? What are you doing here?
Miguel baked some cookies for Noah's school. They're having a bake sale.
Where are the kids? In bed?
That's where they should be, but thanks to your brother, they're at a movie.
And you didn't want them to go?
Not really. I mean, it's bad enough that it's a school night, but Nick can't even get him home in a decent hour.
Wow, you're kind of in a bad mood.
Sorry, I'm just irritated right now, okay? I mean, it's one thing to run late, but there's no excuse for not calling.
Don't you think you're being a little hard on the guy?
No. And if you're gonna stand here and defend him, I'm not gonna listen to it.
Are you upset because Nicholas didn't invite you to go along?
Don't be ridiculous.
Because you should be happy that he spends as much time as he does with those kids.
He's a great father, all right. He's just a lousy husband.
You didn't tell Brad that Victor doesn't know? Why the hell not?
I didn't have a chance. Brad was adamant I not mention Victor's name.
This is unbelievable. How could you keep silent?
Are you hearing me?
There's only one reason you didn't say anything, because you want there to be a wedge between Brad and me.
You're just not listening to me.
No, you listen to me. If Brad gets to Victor and this whole thing hits the fan, this is your fault. Do you understand me? It's your fault.
Okay, damn it, just stop it. Okay, I'm tired of you insulting me and telling me what to do, and you know what? It's gonna stop right now.
How dare you talk to me that way after what you've done?
I've told you, Brad did not want to hear Victor's name.
That's a lame excuse, Olivia, and you know it.
Oh, why? Because I respected his wishes? You know what? The man is destroyed from your deception and what it means for him and Abby.
And you're right there, aren't you? You're right there to take advantage.
You should have told Brad about this a long time ago. And if there's fallout from Victor Newman, you've got no one to blame but yourself.
Well, just so you know, the minute he gets home, I'm telling him everything.
Well, I wouldn't count on that.
And what does that mean?
He told me he doesn't intend to come home tonight.
Is he staying with you?
No, Ashley, not with me.
But you know where he is, don't you?
What I know is he needs time away from you. That's why he's doing this.
Oh, really?
You know, and frankly, I think your husband's needs come before yours.
This isn't about Ashley's cancer, is it?
No, it's got nothing to do with her health, Jack.
Okay, what then?
It's complicated, all right? And it's between Ash and me.
You want to be a little more specific than that.
If you can't help me out, I'll find
you don't
somebody
want the
who can.
responsibility of raising Colleen anymore?
Okay, listen, you're gonna make snide remarks
Okay,
about
wait. I can't see any reason why Colleen can't stay here for a few days.
Thanks. If you should talk to Tracy, please play it cool. If she knows there's problems between Ash and me, she'll want Colleen back in New York.
Don't worry, I will handle it.
Good.
Bradley,
What?
a piece of advice. Get your act together. My sister's been through a hell of a lot lately. She doesn't need any more grief.
What's great about this is that none of us are gonna have to live at home anymore.
Yeah, after being on our own for a while, it'd be hard to go back.
Not to mention that Britt and I have to be more careful with our money now, so the four of us sharing is just gonna make things that much easier.
Brett, you are okay with this, aren't you?
You said you were on board.
I am. My parents are gonna have a cow, but it's worth it.
You won't be sorry, I promise.
Well, I never thought I'd see the day when I look forward to living with you two.
Well, Ralph tells me you're a terrific roomie, Brett. You cook, you clean, you take phone messages. I mean, who'd have thought?
That's right. Mac, you haven't said what you think yet.
Yeah, Mac. What's the verdict?
Do you think we could talk about this alone?
Sure.
Brother's getting big. So, what'd you guys think of the movie?
I loved it. Is it over yet?
Yeah, buddy, you fell asleep. You missed the whole ending.
Can we see it again?
Maybe your mom will take you to see it. Listen, right now I need you guys to run upstairs and finish your homework, okay?
Thanks again for taking us to the movie, Dad.
No problem, Squirt. Hey, how about a hug goodnight for your old man? Love you guys. All right, get up there.
The truth comes out.
What is that supposed to mean?
This is not about my brother being late. This is about you and Nicholas.
Look, Vicky, I've taken enough abuse from my husband, okay? I don't need any from you.
What do you mean abuse?
The psychological torture that Nick is putting me through. His refusal to make a decision one way or the other about our marriage.
Well, none of this would have happened if you'd just been faithful.
Oh, that happened months ago. He should have been over it by now.
Easy for you to say. You weren't the injured party.
Maybe not. But I'm tired of living my life in limbo. If he's not going to make up his mind, then I'm going to do it for him.
What are you planning?
Ask your brother.
Maybe I will.
What are you doing here anyway? This is the last place I expected to find you. Unless you're purposely looking for trouble.
Sorry about putting you on the spot. Ral and I were just so stoked about this. You don't want to do it, do you?
I didn't say that. I think all the reasons you and Ral gave were good ones.
And what's the problem?
Things I wonder if you thought about.
Like what?
Well, your mother, for one. I mean, have you even talked to her yet about transferring schools?
No. but I will.
She was so proud of you getting into a good college.
She should just be happy I won't be building houses for another semester. All I'm doing is swapping one university for another.
Well, I hope she sees it that way.
Once the shock wears off, she'll love the idea of having me close.
She'll probably go nuts when she finds out that I'm staying too. And when she finds out that we're gonna be living together, that's a lot of news to swallow in one gulp.
So, what else bothers you?
Brittany. I mean, come on, Billy. Could you really picture the two of us under one roof?
Here you go. This will warm you up.
Thanks. I don't know what's wrong with me. I can't stop shaking.
Hey, having those thugs break into our place was a terrifying experience. It's normal you'd be spooked.
Those creeps are still out there.
They're not gonna find us again. It's over. I can't wait to get out of that rat trap we've been living in.
Well, until we find a new place, I'm gonna sleep at my parents' house.
That's fine with me. Hey, I just want you to feel safe.
I'm gonna miss you like crazy, though.
It's just gonna be for a little while.
Well, we still have our folks to deal with. I know mine got some satisfaction out of being proven right.
But they weren't. Those guys were after my brother. We just happened to be at the wrong place at the wrong time.
But in my mom and dad's eyes, their daughter ventured out into the world on her own and got the hell scared out of her.
Hold on. I thought you said that they were terrific.
They were. I mean, they truly seemed worried about me. Look, we're not the Waltons. But for the first time since I can remember, I felt a real connection with them.
Yeah, now you have to hit them with the latest.
When I tell them I'm not going away to college, that I'm staying here, continuing to live with you,
And a couple friends.
I'm afraid the honeymoon with mom and dad is going to be over. Big time.
Oh, hey, Jack.
Hey, you gonna invite me in?
It's not really a great time.
Why, you and Brad in the middle of something?
No, it's not that.
To tell you the truth, if he had been straight with me about what's going on between the two of you, I wouldn't be here right now.
You spoke with him?
Yeah, just now. He was over at the house.
Why?
Well, he wanted to ask if we could look after Colleen for a couple of nights. I gather the two of you have a few things to work out.
He said that? Then he must be on his way home.
Well, I don't know about that. He handled the Colleen thing and he took off.
I gotta find him.
Ash, are you not feeling well?
No, I'm fine.
Well, that's what Brad said. I wasn't sure I could trust him.
Why wouldn't you?
Because he was so edgy when he found out the old man wasn't there.
Did you talk about anything else besides Colleen staying there?
No, should we have talked about something else?
Hey. I thought I'd see how you were settling in.
Come on in. Just about to fix a drink. Join me?
You know what? Why don't you have some food first? Because I bet you haven't eaten all day.
You're right, I haven't.
And I made you some extras so that you could reheat it tomorrow.
Well, if you made that much, let me grab this from you. I'd prefer it if you join me.
If you insist.
I do. On one condition. We don't talk about Newman. Agreed?
Agreed.
You know, you don't have to go to all this trouble. I could have just ordered room service.
Oh, it was no trouble, really. I enjoyed cooking for you.
Well, it looks delicious. But, I think I have to get us some real plates. I'll be right back.
Trouble, you mean because of my father?
Well, it's no secret you two aren't getting along.
So?
So, aren't you afraid he's gonna walk in that door any minute?
I'm not afraid of my father, Sharon. If he knows what's good for him, he'll stay out of my way.
So, you still haven't mentioned what you're doing here?
Not that it's any of your business, but I'm staying the night.
Oh. You and Diego have a little spat?
No, we didn't. He's out of town, and I didn't feel like staying at the motel by myself.
And that's all there is to it?
If you're looking for drama, there isn't any. I probably would have stayed somewhere else, but my mother asked me to sleep over.
So, where did Diego go?
That's none of your concern.
Obviously, it's yours. You sure that there's nothing else going on?
I'm sure. And if there was trouble, you'd be the last person I'd confide in. Excuse me, I'm going to bed.
I'll tell you what, this sure beats room service.
I'm glad you enjoyed it.
Ah, Liv, it was delicious.
You know, after you left my apartment, did you come straight here?
No, I stopped by the Abbotts. I wanted to make some arrangements for Colleen to stay there for a few days.
Yeah, that's probably wise.
If you're wondering if I went home, I did. I think it would be counterproductive to see Ash at this point.
Aren't you gonna need a change of clothes?
No. I keep some clothes at the office for last-minute business trips, so I'm okay.
You know, I think this is a good idea. I mean, you staying here so that you can think. I mean, you're very emotional right now.
Afraid I might do something I'll regret?
Well, isn't that why you're here? To avoid that risk?
You know, I don't think that risk is all that great. Not with you keeping my spirits up with wonderful meals like this.
Well, let's hear it for comfort food.
It's not just the food that comforts me, Liv. I don't know what I'd do if you weren't around.
Well, I'm glad you feel you can lean on me. You know what? I put on a pot of coffee before we sat down. Why don't I get us a couple of cups? Are you okay?
When I didn't go home earlier, I wasn't just avoiding Ash.
Why else?
I was avoiding Abby. I am aching to see that little girl. I just want to pick her up, hold her. Just afraid when I look at her, Liv, knowing what I know.
It must be tearing you up inside.
God, Liv. What if there's a wall around my heart? feelings for my daughter have changed.
Believe me, I wasn't trying to start any fights. In fact, I was trying to get Bradley to chill out.
I appreciate that, Jack.
I think it's a damn shame he's bringing all of his troubles to you. With everything you've been through in the past few months, I think Colleen's a great kid, but you got a child of your own.
It's not a problem. In fact, it's a good thing she's living with us.
Really?
Yeah, she's going through a rough time, but it's making us that much more of a family.
You're already a family. Aren't you?
Jack, please.
I'm sorry, I didn't like the way Bradley was acting.
Did you talk about anything else besides Colleen?
Nothing that serious. Why?
He didn't mention Victor?
Why would he mention Victor? Don't tell me the Black Knight has been sniffing around here again. Ashley, listen to me. If you can't keep Victor Newman out of your life, you and Bradley don't have a hope.
Just shut up! Just shut the hell up and get out of my house! You're back.
Yeah, a few minutes ago.
Kids in bed?
Actually, they're finishing up their homework.
I really wish you wouldn't keep them up this late on the school night.
Couldn't be helped. We missed the early show.
Well, it's just really hard to wake them up in the morning after they've been out this late.
Sorry.
Now they have their homework, and there's no telling what time they're going to actually get to sleep.
Said I'm sorry. So you're angry at more than just the kids getting back a little late, right?
Why would you say that?
Your attitude.
Well, I wasn't aware I had one.
I know we haven't talked since the day after Christmas when I left.
The day that you found me so unattractive? You mean then?
What? I say something funny?
I have to admit, you and Princess Britt are an unlikely duo.
She's also your ex.
That's ancient history.
It's just that the idea of us living in the same place, you know, seeing her every day. Britt and I have learned to tolerate each other, but I still have trouble trusting her.
You said yourself she's changed a lot since I left.
True.
I think Britt will try harder than all of us to make this work.
Yeah, she's really given up a lot to be with Ralph.
Yeah. In no way are her parents going to back her decision to stay here with him. She'll need a lot of support. I seriously doubt if she'll make any waves.
I hope not.
Tell me what's really holding you back.
I really don't know how to say this.
Come on, Max. Since when can't you tell me anything?
Well, it's kind of been a sore subject between us.
You lost me.
We even broke up over it one time.
Is this about sex?
Yeah. I haven't changed my mind about waiting. Maybe until I get married, maybe not, but at least for now. And I don't want to be pressured into something I'm not ready for.
Is that what you think? That I'd pressure you?
Well, I mean, Brittany and Ral are obviously sleeping together. Is that gonna make you feel weird?
If we're not, you mean?
I really can't blame you. You're a normal guy.
No, you're right. I am a normal guy. And I might wish things were different, but they're not. I know the rules, Mac. I can live with them.
Good. Because if we're gonna make this move, I want us to be really clear about this. It's the only way I'll even consider us living together.
Hey, look on the bright side. Right? Maybe this is the beginning of a better relationship with your folks.
Well, I'm not gonna get my hopes up, but it's nice while it lasts.
Are you sure you're up for this?
Well, I wouldn't have agreed to it if I wasn't. It was pretty strange, though. I mean...
Oh, wait, look, I don't even think of Billy as your ex-boyfriend anymore.
And you shouldn't. It was such a long time
Yeah,
ago.
and our relationship is completely different.
Besides, I was a totally different person back then.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm not worried about me. But what about Mac? I mean, she didn't seem too thrilled about the idea of us all bunking together.
Oh, if she was really against it, I think she would have said so.
So, the four of us living together, like one happy family. What a trip, huh?
Bizarre world. Here we come.
Sharon, you are a very beautiful woman. And I was tempted. I just didn't think jumping into bed right then was real smart.
Then either you've become a monk or you're getting it somewhere else.
It's not fair.
Would you mind keeping your voice down?
Look, I can understand why you'd want to lash out at me right now.
I'm only stating the obvious.
Well, you're wrong. Trust me.
See, that's the difference between you and me, Nick.
What is?
You have your work to keep you busy. You can go a long time before needing a woman. I sit around here with memories of a family that I loved and lost.
You haven't lost anything yet.
Oh, that's right. I forgot. I'm supposed to sit around knitting sweaters until you decide whether you want to come back or not.
You just refuse to have a normal conversation, don't you?
I don't even know what normal is with you anymore.
Well, you know, Cassie's doing well. And Noah is too. They seem to be out of the funk they were in.
Oh, good. Then maybe there's hope. That they'll survive our divorce.
It's too bad we've got to have roommates. I'm used to being alone with you. It's going to be hard to give up all that privacy.
Yeah, it's gonna be a trade-off, that's for sure. But think of all the money we're gonna be saving.
Yeah. Well, the rent will have to be something that we all can afford. We don't want Billy and Mac kicking in more than their share.
No. We may be broke, but we are not charity cases.
I hope we can find a really nice place, though.
3-bedroom.
So Mac can have her own bedroom.
Well, unless some things have changed. Since Billy and Mac don't have the penny pinch, I'm sure they'll be more than fair.
Well, maybe they'll pay more because they have more bedrooms.
Oh, they can have the bigger rooms. I'm sure one of them even has its own bathroom.
And we'll take what's left.
As long as we're together.
Our own little love nest. Small but cozy.
Works for me.
You just can't wait to run out there and get the classifieds and find us a new place, can you?
Are you kidding? I can't wait.
Well, I think maybe you should hold off until it's official. I know you think it's practically a sure thing, but I can't help but wonder if pure little Mackenzie is really going to want to be a part of this.
Mac, I totally understand where you're coming from, and I'm fine with it.
You sure?
Don't worry, we'll have separate bedrooms.
Oh, I didn't tell you. My dad showed up this morning.
Brock's here in town? Hey, that's great.
We talked about my staying here, going to GCU. Of course, I told him I'd be living with my grandmother.
Well, I'm sure once you explain about the separate bedrooms, he'll be cool with it.
Separate bedrooms in the same house. Is that really workable, Billy?
What, you worried I'll be sneaking into your room at night?
Oh, please don't tell me you won't be tempted.
Well, how about I buy you a big old padlock?
I don't think we have to go that far.
Well, I guess what you really need to decide is, do you trust me? Because I'd never take advantage of you, Mac. Not in a million years.
I do trust you, Billy.
So it's a go?
I'll have to talk to my dad, and you still need to talk to your mom, but, yeah, if we can make this work, it's a go.
Sharon, I'm not even talking about divorce right now.
Well, I am.
Yeah, no. Dad mentioned that.
You told him you didn't think that I was serious.
You've been talking to him a lot lately, haven't you?
Who else am I supposed to talk to? Your mother hates me. Your sister looks at me like I crawled out from under a rock, and you'll barely touch me.
That's not true.
Nick, don't, please. Don't patronize me.
Look, I'm sorry if you're feeling rejected.
Really, you've been gone for months, and only now you feel sorry that I feel rejected. It's a little late for that, Nick. I've been feeling rejected for a long time now, and I'm sick of it.
Sharon, listen to me.
No! You think I'm joking about a divorce? I'm not. I want to move on with my life. With or without you.
Sharon, come on.
Don't worry, I won't pressure you into making a decision. You've already made one as far as I'm concerned.
Mommy, can you help me finish my homework?
Sure, honey. Good night, Nicholas.
I'll wait for you.
Good night, Nicholas.
I really should be going.
You have to get home to Nate.
No, he's sleeping over at a friend's tonight, something that he'd been planning for a while.
Well, then why rush off? If you don't have to leave, I wish you wouldn't.
It's hard being alone with your thoughts right now, isn't it?
That's one of the reasons I want you to stay. But not the only one.
God, Brad. It would be so easy.
But you're hesitating because you think it would be wrong.
You know, I'm not even thinking about right or wrong. I should be, but I'm not.
What are you thinking about?
As close as we've been up to now. Even with the restraint we've shown. In my heart, I'm afraid I've gotten in so deep that
It scares you to get in any deeper. I understand, Liv. Totally. I won't push it.
I mean it. I want you to leave.
Wait, what did I do?
It's not you, okay? I just can't handle this right now.
Things must be worse between you and Bradley than I thought.
Leave it alone.
How can I? I mentioned Victor Newman's name and you go nuts. Ash, has Victor paid you one too many visits?
Are you suggesting that I'm having an affair?
I didn't say that.
Well, I'm not. Now get out of my house.
Ash, I can't do that with you like this. Honey, you have been fighting for your life for the past few months. This is the last thing in the world you need. Let me help you.
I don't want your help, Jack! If I wanted your help, I'd ask you for it. But instead, you gotta force yourself where you're not wanted, just like you do every other time I ask you to butt out! You can't help, okay? Nobody can help.
Try me.
I can't.
This is definitely about Newman, though, right? Okay, so Bradley hates him, Bradley's jealous of him, whatever. I can understand the man not wanting your ex around the house, but to shoot your marriage all to hell, that's crazy. He's letting Newman win. I understand that Victor Newman is a jerk with a colossal ego who thinks he's God's gift to women. Bradley has to stay focused on his family.
This isn't Brad's fault.
Honey, of course it is. He's got the most beautiful wife in the world, a precious daughter. He should take joy in that rather than focusing on that old buzzard Newman.
It's not that simple, Jack, okay?
Well, funny, that's exactly how Bradley put it. What is not simple about this? He gets over whatever hang-ups he has about Victor still hanging around, however
Stop blaming it on him, okay? Brad's been a wonderful husband.
And what is going on? Why is Bradley making such a stink?
Because I finally told him the truth.
What truth?
I can't get into this, Jack.
Ash, you can't just leave me hanging like that. What truth?
Abby's Victor's child. Our daughter is Victor's child. Our daughter's Victor's child.